Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. So if you are confused as to why I'm looking up, left, center, whatever, I've got 3 devices here in front of me. This is my main camera for my face. This is for my screen. So if I demonstrate something, then I look here. So the camera won't capture me here. And then over here, if I look on this side, then it's just me looking at the live interaction and trying to answer and assist as much as I can. So if I don't look at the camera all the time, you guys know and understand why now. Okay. Tasha is saying good morning, Lucille, and everyone. Hello to you too. Tasha, thank you to all of you for being here. I do have a bit of a problem with the fact that Facebook has not taken our group chats, the group chats associated with our group, which I had lots and lots of chats, various chat groups for our group. It's now completely taken away. The only thing that is left, I think, is that you can read, but you can't engage, you can't do anything, which is a real problem for me because I used those groups to fill up the lives. So I am expecting a lower rate of people in the Facebook, maybe not so much the Zoom, but more like the Facebook side where I can't connect with people. So when I ask you to join my WhatsApp channel, which is a place where I can send links out to you if you're open to it, I can't see your WhatsApp number. You can't see my WhatsApp number. It's a public channel and I can just send links quickly. I've also invited you to the community chat. I don't know what it's called. It's the same thing. I'm just starting from over and I have to rebuild all those chat groups that I had before. I understand why Meta is doing it, but it is costing me and I'm sure a lot of other content creators or other business people. Okay, so if you're interested, then just join the WhatsApp community because I really want to use that to the full use that I actually have at my disposal. I think it's an amazing platform to do what I want to do, and you're welcome to join over there. Okay. Hey, Mary, welcome. So today we are talking about how to create unique t-shirt designs with Artistly, right? It's number 7. Now, if you paid attention, you would probably know last week I was saying number 5, right? It seems I can't count. I went through all the past events. I looked at all the Artistly ones when we started in September. And we are actually on number 7, which means next week is the last of the 8-part series, number 8. So even though the slides of last week is saying number 5, I miscalculated. We're actually on the second last one. We're talking t-shirts today. So just so that you guys know, okay? So sorry about that. We're talking about creating t-shirt designs today in Artistly. There's many ways to do it. There are many ways to create t-shirt designs, but we are focusing on Artistly. So we'll talk all things Artistly. You might know a lot of what I'm going to teach or speak about. You may not. You might learn something new. All good, right? So that's just setting the premise for today. What are we talking about? It's t-shirt creation, t-shirt designs in Artistly. I don't have any prompts. I didn't come with prompts. I'll try and create the prompts live with you guys. But the prompt is where it starts, right? So again, if you don't know me, my name is Lucille. I am from South Africa. Please drop your country's flag or let us know where you are from. I love it. I speak on the topic of AI, digital art, right? So what is it that I'm doing? I create designs with the power of AI, and I am not a Photoshop user. I'm not a skilled person when it comes to illustrating from scratch on a piece of paper or my iPad or whatever. I'm not that person. I love software and I love systems and anything that can make my life easier. That's what I do, right? So my objective is just to help others do what I do, the way I do it, the tools that I use, the processes that I use, and then just share with you guys in my Facebook community or my YouTube channel. that's where you will find me. Okay, so I've always just been that person that likes to help others, small businesses in different capacities, but this is what I'm doing and focusing on mainly at the moment, right? So self-taught, didn't sign up for anybody's course, didn't pay monthly memberships. And I just sort of used YouTube, software, AI, ChatGPT, and for the last 2 years now, been playing, right? First year, I didn't make any money. I was just like kind of checking out like the rest of the world. What is open AI? What can it do for you? So I enjoyed it so much that for a whole year, I wasn't actually making money. I didn't know how to make money. I didn't understand who understood AI, right? Because we were just like evolving as the system evolved. So the whole first year was just paying for subscriptions, doing pretty stuff, not understanding. 2024, I opened my Etsy store, listed for a whole year. There was no VAs, there was no people helping me. I did everything from the logo to the colors to designing the products, learning how to list. What do you mean SEO? What? So that's really my story, and I'm just sharing with the fellow people in my Facebook private group, and that's really just me. So in the finance industry, I've done taxes for many years. I've been in business, had many businesses of my own, ranging like in various different industries, recruitment, import, export, automotive, hospitality. There's just a lot of things that I've done. And I think when I say I did not do people's courses or I did not do pay to understand or whatever, I was well grounded in business way before AI was even a thing. So my whole understanding of not just working for someone, but working for yourself and managing your own people, that is an extra layer of experience and I suppose leverage that a lot of other people don't have. So don't say, okay, she didn't take courses. I don't need to pay for whoever's course that is promised you X, Y, Z, right? I just want you to be like realistic with what I am saying and my level of experience, the years that I've been working, the number of businesses that I've had, my qualifications, who I've worked for, cross countries, cross borders, dealing with different cultures. I do have, and I'm grateful for that leverage and that advantage. So it just helps me to navigate this area a lot quicker than someone that maybe who doesn't have what I've just explained to you. So there's nothing wrong with paying for someone out there. But I think I just moved quicker because of my frame of reference. I hope that lands well, right? Can't draw, never use Photoshop, self-taught, I would say. And when I did all of this, it was all about, whoa, as much as I love challenges, I'm also very realistic about things, right? I don't do fairy tales. I don't do selling me dreams. If you come to me and you sell me a dream, you must be so good at selling that dream to me that I should maybe not be at my full, conscious level. That is the type of person that I am. So you really need to be good to be able to sell me dreams because I'm so realistic and I'm so, like, I quantify everything. And whatever you tell me, that really is just my nature. Partly like naturally and partly education. And I mean, finance people are very serious. Like we don't in business, like we the structure of the company, we very serious people. It's not like creative people, bubbly and friendly, whatever. So it just comes very naturally to me. So I think that's my story. If it resonates with you and you think that I'm someone that you can learn from, great. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come and join us in Facebook. It's free. There's no cost. We're almost 3,000 members. I can't wait to get to 3,000 people. Imagine 3,000 people out of the whole planet found my group and they are now part of my ecosystem. And I just want to caution negativity because I said a lot of things to myself. You're not a designer. You are not good enough. You can't compete against it. I've got stories that I told myself. If I listened to just one of those stories, I would not be able to speak to you today. So while some of the stories maybe might have merit, I decided, I think for the first time, to not listen to the negativity. And I want to inspire you with that. So if you take nothing out of the session, don't listen to even your own voice, because my walk in a few things, it was sometimes the people around me who saw my abilities more and clearer than what I did, which kept me going. And this was one of my stories. Like, this was one of it. Like, if it was just up to me, I would probably have given up a long time ago, because I make decisions like that. But I'm so glad I did it. And if you are in a place where you feel like this is not going anywhere, I can honestly tell you, I was there, and if I'd given up, it wouldn't have worked out the way it worked out for me. So make sure you've tried everything before you give up. Okay. Mary is from the UK. Thanks, Mary. Okay, I've got some messages in the Zoom. Okay. Rochelle saying WhatsApp is awesome. I haven't really studied it a lot, Rochelle, but last night I had a conversation with ChatGPT, and I just wanted to, and what it gave me, I'm really excited now. I think I want to spend, you must be so careful in business. This is for all of us. Like, it's easy to get sidetracked from like this WhatsApp, whatever. This is exactly my process. So now I understand the power of it. I understand how they're using it. I understand the gist of it. But now with all that knowledge, I need to make time to invest in it, right? So now you need to look at your whole business like a chessboard. What is the next move? Is this WhatsApp thing going to be worth it? Like, now I need to slice my day even further and maybe invest in like a WhatsApp strategy. Just be careful of things like that. And that's where I'm sitting at. Like, should I, or should I just look at other avenues in my business? Okay. I don't know, Nancy, you just click on the link and then it takes you to the broadcast. Every other day I send messages. I'll let you know there's a webinar coming up. No one can interact with me. They can just like vote in a poll or do us share the link or whatever it is. But I'm planning to add some things there that you won't get in the Facebook group. So I want to do some cute stuff that I can just drop, like to brighten up your day, and positivity quotes, and maybe, I don't know, digital patterns that I think that you'd like, because it would be a quick drop there. It's not like I have to write a whole caption for the group. So that's my idea based on my research, just to, I think I wanna do that. So I'll keep you guys posted. Val is from Belgium, Nancy is from Canada, Tracy is from South Africa, woo-hoo. Doreen is from Barbados. Doreen, I wouldn't have known. Is that the flag? No. Joyce is from the US, and Cheryl's from the US, as well as Loretta. Yeah, please do, because I want to do some cutesy stuff there for us, and just like keep people motivated. It's a different way of, it's like a different way of interacting. And I'm speaking from a point where I actually don't know a lot, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so please just drop your emojis for me in Facebook, guys. It helps with the algorithm. It pushes out the video, so people who's not on the live, if you start liking it, and just like random people's comments, like heart or whatever, drop a comment. Facebook then just picks up, okay, this is an interesting video, and it will start pushing it out to members in the group. Today we are going to speak about just like how to design t-shirt designs, rather, in Artistly. We're just speaking Artistly. As I've mentioned, there's a lot of ways that we can do this. ChatGPT, Kittle, whatever. There's enough videos on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But we're going to use Artistly for today. We're going to speak about where to get inspiration. I'll show you some. I can't show you all, or it will consume the whole hour. And you guys know I always say an hour, and I never do an hour. So these are some of the places: the Amazon, the Pinterest, Etsy, Temu, TikTok. These are all places that you can get inspiration from. Like, you don't have to pay for Everbee or Allura or whatever, just to get an insight of what's going on. Then I'm going to show you how to just make your files ready for sale on Etsy. Just how I do it, right? And then obviously it's a live Q&A, so you just continue to ask your questions. We've been doing this for 6 weeks now, 7 weeks. So you guys know the drill, right? Yeah, and if you guys don't know about Artistly, Doreen just dropped the link there. It's a once-off payment, right? You pay once. One of the best things, apart from the fact that I can do so many things with Artistly, that's once off. You don't pay monthly. You don't pay You're not limited with like coins, like 250 for a month or 400 with ideogram. I think I get 400 with ideogram for a month, and I get 250 with Kittle. You can't build a business. You can't build a business like that if you want to scale fast. My strategy is volume sales. My strategy, one of the strategies that I teach in the digital product bootcamp is volumes, because volumes work for me, right? So you just load Etsy with your keywords, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and you just make that's sort of my strategy that I've got. There's other strategies too. There's cost strategy, there's like focusing on suppliers only as a strategy, there's volume strategy, there's an ad strategy, but my strategy is organic. As I've told you, I don't win with ads. So mine was volume selling, right? So scaling as fast as you possibly could. And I did almost 1,000 listings last year up until November. Since I opened in January, I did 1,000 listings on my own, 12 months, 11 actually. So I'll show you. Sorry, what I want to say is that if that's the strategy you want to go with, which is volumes, right? Then you can't sit with a tool like Kittle. Kittle is amazing. If like Tumblr apps, Kittle. It's been for years. For me, it was Kittle, because they just do the best Tumblr apps, in my opinion. With some tweaking, I can get what I want out of Artistly, and I showed you guys last week with the Tumblr Spark. We spoke about Artistly again, and I used the Tumblr Spark prompts, copied it, and pasted into Artistly. So if you're not a member of Artistly, then you would love the fact that there's no monthly payments, and you get 400 generations per day. I've never hit the limit. Okay. So that's what we will learn today, why AI design changes the game. Now, you guys need to remember, as I've said earlier, I don't use Photoshop. I'm not an illustrator, so I'm not like the old school designers, right? If you want someone to teach you Photoshop, you're in the wrong WhatsApp group. I'm not that person. Okay. Big respect for those people who can do that. I can probably figure Photoshop out, but the learning curve is really, really steep, right? There's a huge learning curve. So again, just like I said earlier with WhatsApp as a strategy, I now have to sit and think, cost, do I want to invest the money in Photoshop? I believe it's not as expensive as when I started, when I looked at Photoshop. That's the first thing. So that's how I would quantify cost. And the second thing is the learning curve, as I've mentioned, which means, do I want to invest the time that goes into it, or should I take that time and do something else with my business? That's how you need to treat your business, right? So why AI is designing? Because it basically disrupted the people who are like professional graphic designers. It disrupted the whole thing. They went from using public transport, I'm just making an analogy, from that to Uber or to Netflix or to Airbnb. It completely changed the ball game. So that is what is actually going on around us. There's a lot of people, and you will even find people in my community. They haven't been so vocal really, but in other groups, I find a lot of people are still anti-AI. You're ripping off actual designers. OpenAI is using, our experiences to teach their LLMs to create the platforms that we are using now, DeepSeek and Grok and Abacus and ChatGPT, right? So there's a lot of negativity going around it, and AI, it's definitely disruptive. Some people are warming up to it, but there are still a demographic who wants nothing to do with AI. So traditionally, what this meant was you would spend hours sketching. You would spend hours fixing and changing up and designing and getting it right and checking the quality, slower iterations, limited by your art skills. So if you're not a very good illustrator, then you probably won't sell, because you're competing with others who have more skills than what you have. So this is what it means to design with AI. And if you wanted like a higher skill level, you'll probably have to outsource the cost, get people on Upwork or Fiverr or wherever, pay more, and thus reducing your profit. Come November 2022, OpenAI stepped in the game. We got ChatGPT, open to mainstream. So the whole 2023 was just playing, understanding what was going on. Open AI. After that, it was all these other systems, Midjourney, then Kittle became AI, and Ideogram popped up, whatever, and it just took over. And it basically meant you went from designing 3 hours on like a flower with a butterfly and a cup of coffee or whatever it is that you were designing. You'll go from like hours to like minutes and seconds with the prompt. Some of the prompts you can get under a minute, and then you get 4 images. Imagine in a minute you get 4 images of a coffee and a coquette bow or whatever the theme is, like 4 images just like that, given that your prompt is elaborate and explains it exactly the way you want it, versus sitting and designing this one image for a t-shirt that needs to go on Amazon. Can you see the disruption that AI has brought to existing illustrators, graphic designers, and even to us? To me, that's not a graphic person. Disruption in a good way, meaning I couldn't compete. Like I couldn't even be part of the conversation. Now I can speak on a topic that I haven't even studied, for. So you go from hours to like in minutes. You go from using that flower and that coffee image and just scaling it into 10 different holidays. So that coffee, because the coffee and the flower combination, I'm just thumb sucking, right? This coffee and the flower combination can go into 10 holidays. Now you can just from like compared to an hour just with one, you can now just like adjust your prompt and take it into 10 different directions. So this is what AI means. This is, just that alone shows you how you should be able to make money. There is no way you can't, because it removes these limitations on the left of the screen compared to what AI has now enabled us to do. You can do instant variations. You can make the proportion of the flower bigger. You can make the coffee smaller. You can change the color of the cup. Imagine having to sit 3 hours and now, okay, I don't want a cup like the off-white color. I want it more like a dirty pink or a rose pink or whatever. You couldn't do that without AI. At least not in the time frame that I'm explaining to you, right? It's cost effective. I've just explained to you that Artistly is a once-off payment. Woohoo! Once-off payment, and you never have to pay again. So the cost compared to upscaling your skill on a traditional level and then having to pay for that outsourced, you can't compare it. And even the ones who were anti-AI slowly became friends of AI. Do you get my point? Just at some point, you have to understand that this thing is not going anywhere. And if I compete on a traditional level, I'm going to miss the mark. And they soon had to realize that it's not going anywhere. The work is yours. So the license that you're signing with Artistly, the Ideogram and the Kittle, if you read the terms and conditions, that belongs to you. Another thing with prompt engineering is that regardless, if I share prompt with 100 people online now, if you all go to your different systems, right? Copy and paste that exact same prompt into your system's software of choices, right? You will not ever get the same image, not the same in identical. You will get the same color, the same mug, the coffee vibe, the flower, the background, whatever that the prompt is based on. But you will not get the exact same image. So why would you not want to use AI? Make it make sense to me. Okay. So in terms of how this works, so like I did last week, I will first take you through the theory and then we can do this step by step. Okay. Joyce is saying it's the best money she's ever spent, Artistly. I'm assuming, yeah. Rochelle say, I do Photoshop. So fun. Yes, a bit of a learning curve. Udemy has classes. Yeah. Again, if you've got the capacity, by all means do it. If I didn't have all sorts of other things to do, but there's just not a strong motivation enough for me to want to do Photoshop. I don't doubt that I will be able to figure it out. I don't know if I want to. There's a difference. um, Joyce is asking, where are you editing your images? If not, like in programs like Photoshop, I find something in almost every AI image that I create needs the editing. So you can use Canva. Canva's got an excellent editing suite of tools. You can change the background. You can remove the background from the foreground. You can change it to like a vector type of image where you can change colors. The upscaling of Canva over the last couple of years, based on what users are telling them, that is what I'm saying, Joyce. Like, there's nothing to criticize people on Photoshop. If you've got the skill, you've got the skill. That's amazing. But in my line of work, I don't see or find the motivation enough for me to want to, like with Canva, like with the bulk AI tool with Artistly, which I've already showed you guys, in previous sessions. For that learning curve that Rochelle's talking about, for me, it's not enough to want to have to undertake that thing. Again, if I had nothing else to do, I will do it by all means. So Rochelle saying Photoshop and Adobe Express as AI. Nancy saying Photoshop is difficult to learn, but once you get to know it, I believe so. I believe so, Nancy. I'm just not there, right? So Joyce is saying, I still need to use Photoshop, though cleaning everything up. Now, listen, guys, if you've got Photoshop knowledge, that's amazing. That's knowledge that no one can take away from you. But there's a lot of people like me, I'm not using it. Yeah, Nancy saying, that's fine, you do you. We want what we want, Rochelle, you're so funny. Okay, so the step-by-step process is basically going to be, obviously, everything starts with a prompt. I told you guys I don't have a prompt. I'm going to build a prompt with you during this live. If your prompt is average, your image will be average. If your prompt is bad, your design will be bad. If you've got a great prompt, you're going to have a great t-shirt design, and you're going to raise the probability of selling that t-shirt design, right? So everything that I've taught in this Artistly series, and just like in general with AI, prompt engineering, it all starts with the prompt. If the prompt is bad, you're going to get bad listings. You're going to have a whole bad average Etsy store. So everything starts with the prompt. Secondly, you need to generate options. So let Artistly create multiple variations. I love using 4 quantities, like as a standard. Even with Midjourney, they just spit out 4 every time. Ideogram, you can actually set. I didn't know I was doing 4 for the longest. And because the credits are limited there, I didn't know I could actually set it 2. I figured it out. So, and now I just do like 2, right? With Artistly, I love because it feels like blanket, unlimited, whatever. And I just like variations, so that I like options. Girls got to have options, So just generate options. Don't do one, or like, I don't know. I find like a lot of people say this is the prompt, but it's not working. Like, I would generate a whole list just to see, okay, I like this one. That text doesn't work for me. I don't like that background. That's how I do it, right? Refined and perfect. So adjust the colors. This is where the whole Photoshop thing comes in that Joyce and Rochelle's talking about, right? So you can take your image, you like it to a point, and then you take it into Photoshop and you take it into Photopea. And in my case, it would be Canva if I need to do edits. Let me tell you, for me, edits is the last resort. Editing is the last resort. I told you guys, I don't like working hard or long if I know something can save me time, right? I've sold about 1,200, roughly round figure, 1,200 digital products on Etsy. I've got a star, 5, 4.9, whatever, rounded up, 5-star. And I'm also a star seller. I'm telling you guys this. Why? Because I'm saying I'm not using Photoshop and I'm still getting those results, the reviews, the repeat customers. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? If you've got Photoshop, that's great. I'm telling you, I'm just maybe an anomaly that will say I don't use it because editing is the last thing that I would do when it comes to AI generations. Okay. Who said now? Was it Rochelle? Was it you? You do you. I can see the comments. You, was it Nancy? You do you. I do me. That's how I do it, right? And then you prepare it for print. That's the last step. Obviously, we have to make sure that the file is in a way that the customer is going to pay for it, i.e. 300 dpi, format is PNG. The cover DPI. DPI is 300, PNG is the file format. And then the dimensions of what the t-shirt design is. Now, for me, this is just me. I do me. I do my t-shirt designs also on the same size that I do clip art, which is in Canva. I start on a 2000 by 2000 pixel. Once I do the 300 dpi upscaling of the quality of the image, I can take it anywhere between 5,000 to I think 6,240 to get the 300 dpi output. The same way I do my clip art, which is in Canva Square, is the same way I do my t-shirt designs, although it goes against what I'll show you in just a bit. Okay, and then just an example prompt, which we can actually try together. Vintage summer vibes, watercolor, graphic and tropical palm leaves, sunset, gradients and retro 70s typography isolated on a white background. Okay. Okay, this one. I haven't actually tried this prompt at all. Sounds interesting. And let's do this one. I'm not even logging to Artistly. Okay. So I just want to go to here, and I don't really think here is as an option. You probably could use the Illustrator. This section is the Illustrator section. Guys, do you use any here for t-shirts? Not really. I'll just go to my old favorite, do it, and this is where I choose 4, right? And then the dimensions for me is this one, which can be anything, 2000 by 2000, 3000 by 3000, because the ratio is still 1 by 1. Okay, so it's a square. I take that one and then I will just generate. Okay. So this is a very popular like look and feel for summer vibes, the palm trees, the sunset, etc. Right? And then you just remove the background, you upscale it, and you can slap it on. I would think a black t-shirt would probably look better. Okay, I was just using, I'm going to show you where the t-shirt section in Artistly sits, but I basically went to AI Art Illustrator, and then I chose watercolor digitally inspired. That is the prompt, and that is what it came out as. And I don't think actually it came out too bad. Let's just do to my library. And I think I just want to do this one. Leave it on the square. Create a mock-up image of a woman wearing a black t-shirt. Yeah, just be basic, and then I'll just do 4 again, and then let's go. Joyce is saying prompting is your superpower. Your prompts are great. Thank you. Rochelle saying Canvas, good too in terms of an editor. Thank you, Nancy. She loves the designs. Okay. There you go. There's your image for, that's a problem, right? For Etsy as a digital product seller, there's your image. I must say, And having done this with ChatGPT as well, ChatGPT still distorts the image. I'm gonna let's give credit where credit is due, right? ChatGPT does still, when you do this whole process that I've just done now, sorry, taking the image and then asking ChatGPT to put it on a t-shirt for you or a book cover or whatever it is, it does sometimes distort the image, especially when I started out. I can't remember when last I've done a mock-up image, but the thing with OpenAI, they update so fast and so quickly, right? That it might not do that currently. I don't know if you guys follow or what I'm trying to say, but if you've done mock-ups with ChatGPT recently and you don't find the distortion of the image, let me know. But my experience, even with book covers, it would change my, and then I have to go back and say. But what I like about Artistry is the fact that if you look at all of these images, they are all identical. And I don't see any distortions. It really takes and that's a massive, it takes this whole image and it puts it on the t-shirt. These are perfect for Etsy as a digital product seller. Be careful if you are a print-on-demand seller. I did speak on this last week. Leslie saying ChatGPT gives you yellow hue. This is perfect for this mock-up. It's perfect to take it to Etsy as is, because you're not selling a physical t-shirt. But be very careful if you are a print-on-demand seller and you are slapping it on a t-shirt, which means you are going to sell a physical t-shirt through Printify, Printful, whatever, T-Republic, I don't know. Be careful that the t-shirt that you are mocking it up on, and Artistry won't know the ranges of the Gildan t-shirts, 3,000 or 30,000 or whatever, 18,000, whatever the numbers are. If you're a print-on-demand seller, you need to really like dot your I's and cross your T's for mock-up images. This is perfect for selling a digital product because you just want to demonstrate what it would look like in the ways that the buyer would probably want to use it for their physical store, print-on-demand store, or whatever the case may be. Just be very careful, right? I don't really speak on the topic of print-on-demand. I know some of it, but I know that for a fact they've really stepped up where print-on-demand is concerned, and you will get into trouble if you are selling a t-shirt, a physical t-shirt. That's not what the customer is going to get. And for a long time, they got away with it. But I think people actually customers caught on, and they said, well, this is not the t-shirt that you showed me in the image, and I don't want it. So please return. What else? Okay, this was just from this example prompt. But that's how simple it is. I don't have a lot of prompts. We're going to build prompts on that. We'll just hit Artistry running. I think we can do that now. Before we do that, I just want to show you guys. This is something that I launched yesterday. If you are in the Facebook community, the Facebook group, you will probably know what is going on here. But the whole week, I promised you guys there was going to be a Christmas product drop on Friday, which had happened yesterday. So we launched yesterday, and we had so many people buying. Thank you so much for all of you who bought this on Etsy. Thank you to Pooja and Faith for your hard work. I know Pooja is having Diwali celebrations, and I think Faith will just be tired of me at this point. So we put this whole thing together. It's a PLR rights included for commercial use. Over 1,000 Christmas themed clip art lines, all put into this one, 300 DPI, transparent PNG. So we've done all the work for you. If you want to like fast track your digital store, you can tap into this bundle, which is $45. There's a bit of a discount at the moment. You bought it, the bundles, but there's no master salaries, reseller rights. So you can't sell it to someone and enable them to sell it to someone else, right? So just be very careful. You can sell this bundle as it is, and this bundle as it is, and this bundle as it is, because you've got PLR rights. That's the difference. Okay. The launch, we dropped it yesterday. There's some images in the group. So if this is something that interests you, Doreen will drop, oh, she already dropped it in. Yeah, okay. There's the link if you're interested. And there's a limited period, 50%. Like if you're interested and you want to grab it, 50% discount only for my members. And just to show you what it's made up of. So everybody was saying in the group, yes, interested. And I thought I'll just use this opportunity to speak about it now. If you want to grab it, the link is there, the code is there. Limited offer, it will go up to $45. But at hard work, this was a lot of hard work. Thought I'll share with you guys. So while we are, let's see where we are with the slides. Let's just get some inspiration for t-shirt designs, and then we'll get AI to help us write the prompt. So basically from prompt to print is as follows. Your file format, I've spoken about this. It must be 300, it must be PNG, because a t-shirt design is going to go on a physical product, a t-shirt. They might take it to a Tumblr, or they might take it to a notebook or a journal, or whatever the case may be. We don't know. You just need to make sure that you've got the minimum requirements, which is 300 dpi with a transparent background and then a PNG format, right? This is, I said earlier, I do mine 2000 by 2000, and once it's upscaled, it goes to like 4000, whatever. But consider it like in the region of about 5,000 to 6,000 pixels, right? So for what t-shirt designers or print on demand, whatever, they usually use this spec. You can use whatever you find works for you. There's no right and wrong. If I sell it in a square, someone can still change it to this format, like a portrait, right? Most t-shirt sellers use this 4,500 by 5,400. So just keep that in mind. Your color mode, you need to understand for digital designing, RGB is where it's at, right? So my screen, the way I see the design on my laptop screen is different to the colors that I will see on my phone screen. Fact, my phone is more brighter, vibrant. My laptop is not as vibrant. I haven't done really the check with the iPad. The iPad is fairly new. I don't know. If you know, just let us know. What you need to understand with digital designing is that on every screen, the color will look different. It goes further than that. When you list your products, you need to explain to the person that's buying it from you that checking the printing on a physical product is for them. We are not responsible. I cannot control what the CMYK printer output colorage is going to be in the US, in some state. I can't control that. So you just need to make a insert in your post, in your in your description, to say like printing physical output. Like we can't. You have to do a sample with your printer. If you're printing at home, first check before you do like a whole batch. If you're printing from your local printer, they have to check. But as a digital product seller, I'm gonna design in the RGB printing format. Okay. I hope that because I've had people asking me about this on YouTube as well as on email. That is as much as far as I can take you on that topic. Just make sure that in your product listing, you make it clear that they have to check, and the checking is for them. What they see in front of their screen is what they're going to get. Blue, green, whatever. What it comes out with at the local printer, I can't control that stuff. Rochelle, tell us about Cafe Press. What is that? Nancy's saying there's so many POD sites. I don't know which one to use. I love Printify. It was easy to integrate. People have their preferences. You do you. I'm going to make the thumbnail. You do you. Obviously, the background must be removed. We know this. Clip art, whatever. You have to remove the background. Okay? So we don't have to hop on that much longer. POD platforms like Nancy was saying, Etsy, Printiful, Teespring, Printify, Redbubble. I can only teach you what I know. Printify is where I have got my POD experience, and if I don't know a platform, I'm just letting you guys know that there are more out there. Okay, so your designs, you must, this is important. This I think we overlook, because we get so excited. For me, it was a whole 6 months of excitement, wanting to designing cute things, not following trends, not understanding, not reading, not whatever, just like, oh, AI is so cool. And a whole 6 months I spent on designing cool stuff nobody wanted. And there's a place for that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it really just doesn't work. Okay. So this is my advice to you. Seasonal trends, I said how many times, if you are a digital product, if you are an AI prompt heaven member, you will have access to the DigiPlanner. And the math in the DigiPlanner is based on 90 days, 3 months. So I keep saying the same thing. Seasonal trends, Christmas, minus 90 days is when you need to start. Valentine's Day, minus 90 days is when you need to start. You cannot start Valentine's Day second week of January. Same with your t-shirts. Especially if you are a new shop, you are desperate for visibility. You know how desperate you are for visibility as a new store. Like if you haven't opened up, right? I'm not a big store. I'm not like the most successful out there, right? I've got 1,200 sales before you. I'm not your biggest problem. Although I'm getting daily sales, you have to compete with people that, do you know what I'm saying? That sold hundreds and thousands of. So you can't come to the party for Christmas like 2 weeks into November and then loading 20 different products, and then by Christmas you're saying Etsy doesn't work. Etsy doesn't work the way you want Etsy to work. Okay. So seasonal trends, please, 2 to 3 months. I'm not even going to say 2 months. 3 months before the time. Get it? Need to do some niche research, cancer awareness, spiritual, whatever, yoga, teacher niche, Halloween. You have to go and see what's selling. You have to go and see what is trending. It needs to happen. You need to look and see, these are the best sellers. I showed you guys last week with the tumblers. Same concept, right? Same concept. We're just talking t-shirts here. You look, you do the AI agent methodology that I showed you. You ask it to get you the best sellers in t-shirts. We don't have time for this to do it. Watch last week's video. I showed you how the AI took its 30 or 40 minutes, his minutes, not my minutes, because I don't have the time to sit and do this, like manual check sheet or the spreadsheets. Let the AI do that. Go and see what's the hottest cancer awareness t-shirt designs, and then you have to try and come up with something better. That's your job. That's our job, right? You need to do niche research. You have to do mood boards, see what colors are going to work, what color combinations are going to work, what is working, etc. And then you have to listen to social tweets and words and whispers, and what are the influencers wearing, what is the colors that they are going for now. Is it hot pink, is it teal, is it magenta, is it fall colors? You have to go and read up. This is where a lot of us get it. We miss this part completely. I can speak for myself. 6 months I did my own thing. Afterwards I realized, wait a minute, my stuff needs to be up like 3 months before the time. That's when I created the Trello board. I shared the Trello, my process with the Trello board. It's a $1 product, and I plan all my products like 3 months in advance. I look at all the US holidays. It's all there for you. Okay. So the tip that I want to leave you with, daily habit, take 15 minutes, just go and read and see what is happening. Check and see Google, what's it? The Google search, Google, whatever. Sorry, I'm trying to get the word now. Oh, you can use Google keyword research. Just go and see what happened last year. Like take a step back and just see what happened last year. And then try and predict what you can do at least 3 months before the time. Yeah, see what's happening online, social talks, check what other people are doing, and just tap into like what people are saying, right? Very important, listing optimization. Check your keywords and make sure that it's SEO rich titles. Listen, I'm not going to speak about this new short titles that Etsy has now come up with in our seller dashboard, right? I can't speak about it because I don't actually understand. I think they are busy testing a whole lot of things. And I'm not going to speak on that, but just make sure as a minimum that your titles have what you are selling. Halloween, owl, whatever. It's like basic stuff. Don't overcomplicate it. It's an owl or it's a cute ghost or fashionable ghost or whatever. Make sure that your listing has got the right keywords and tell a story, right? Why this is so cute, will work perfect for this, perfect for moms, perfect for dads. Get that all in there. Just check your competitor pricing, right? Digital products sell anything between $1, $2, $3, $5 for like an image. So just see what your competitors are charging out there and come in slightly, especially if you're new, come in slightly less. Your main objective in the beginning shouldn't be to make profit. You need to get social proof, get the reviews in, get the number of products sold, get your Etsy seller badge, etc. Okay, so mockups. I'm not going to hop on mockups. We did a whole session on mockups. Make sure you've got beautiful mockups. That's half of the process done. If you get a perfect mockup, a beautiful mockup that converts, your job will be a lot easier. So I would say launch 5 to 10 designs in the same niche. Again, Halloween or Christmas, just stack on it. And yeah, you can't have 2 Halloween and 3 Christmas and expect the algorithm to come to your store when it's got so many other options to go to. You are not helping the algorithm. Help the algorithm to make you discoverable so that you are strong enough that at some point, as people are searching for what you are selling, that you are now on the first, second page, rather than sitting on a page number that nobody's really going to focus on. Okay. If you find winners, like for me, some winners are the graduation tumblers. I sold so many last year. I didn't even know it's such a big thing in the US. The graduation tumbler, 2025 tumblers started selling in 2024. Whole of 2025 it sold. Then in 2025, earlier I made 2026. It's now selling in my second group, like on repeat. Those are my ones that I've identified. These ones I'm actually quite good in, and people like my design, so double down on those ones. Another one is the funny old ladies. They're always selling. I get a lot of European people buying the funny old ladies. I don't know, that's like always coming from Europe. Obviously a lot from the States as well, but it's a noticeable size is from Europe, right? So I know my favorite, so you'll always see me making funny old ladies because that works for my store. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use Etsy for inspiration. You can use Pinterest, as I've mentioned. So you can use TikTok. I don't want to go to those social platforms because I don't know what can pop up in the news feed, and Facebook might just give me a strike for things that pops up, bearing stuff that's out of my control. So I don't always like going to platforms that I can't control. Etsy is fairly safe, so I will go to Etsy. So let's say t-shirt designs. Any questions? See, I've got some questions. Loretta's asking, where would I find videos? Sorry, I'm new. Welcome, Loretta. My videos, oh, thank you. Dorian's on it. Awesome. Okay, those are questions. Nothing in Facebook. So you'll see here from my screen, I'm just adding t-shirt design, right? Now I do have the Allura extension. You'll see here it's got open Allura, so I can click on open, but I'm not going to go that route with Allura. I just want to show you how you can use Etsy's search bar to let you know what people are looking for. So just go in broad t-shirt design. The extension will tell you it's got 246,000 monthly searches. So that's a big pie. That should excite you. That really should excite you. People view these numbers different. This is my opinion, right? And to each their own. 246,000 people are looking for t-shirt designs. 1.1 million, there are listings of those on Etsy. So out of 246 searches, they will find 1.1 million. And this is what is causing your listings not to be seen. Because look at that pool. Look at that ratio. Do you get it? So even though 250,000 people will be searching monthly for t-shirt designs, according to Alora's extension, they've got a lot of options. So that is why, for me, volume strategy is a good strategy, because you are going to feed it with more options to help that 250,000 people looking for t-shirt designs. If you've only got 2 or 3 out of that, imagine you've got 2 or 3 t-shirt designs and there's 1.1 million. You're never going to sell a t-shirt design. You have to look at your strategy. And then this is the keyword. This is the keyword strength. This one is 56. It's basically a ratio that they take. It's telling you it's 56 in terms of the strength of the keyword. And that should be your indicator whether you should or should not. The closer it is to 100, the stronger the keyword is. The closer, the lesser the amount, the more it's telling you, I don't bother designing it. Okay? Then we've got t-shirt design PNG. So this is your broad keyword. It's now sub category, like going in further, drilling down, right? Now you've added PNG to the search bar. You've only got 2,900 people using that keyword as a search. Okay? And it's telling you there's 322 listings. This is more closer to where we are because you are selling a PNG design. Again, if 3,000 people are looking for it, only 10% is looking for something that is an influx. This is an oversaturation here. As it is here, that's an oversaturation. You can see that the keyword is going, it's weaker. Can you see from the one on top? So it's giving you it's giving you the understanding that this is worse. This one is worse than this one because the keyword is weaker. Here you've got PLR. Doesn't come up a lot. Searches, according to it, it's 0. But there's 222 people offering that. Now, if these two were switched around, let's say there was 222 people searching for this keyword and there was 0 suppliers providing that product, you better get onto that keyword ASAP. That is where you want to be. That is exactly where you want to be. The inverse of this. In fact, the inverse of all of these. If you get 1.2 million people looking for t-shirt designs and there's only 246 listings, you better get onto that keyword. But that's not how economics work, right? Economics 101 doesn't work like that. Countries trading and companies trading, economics doesn't work like that. It will always be more supply, not always. There are some case studies that it's not. There will, more than likely, there's going to be too many suppliers selling too many breed, and there's not enough people buying the breed. That you're taking all economics principles and we're just taking it to Etsy. So whenever you spot something, and you do, this is where the 15 minutes a day comes in, where you have to sit and do this. You have to look at it and try and find those nuggets. That is where the magic is, and that is where you will list when you list, and you're listing in an area. You know, guys, I used Listedom. You guys will hear me talk about Listedom. I never knew what the dollar horse. Does anyone know what a dollar horse is? Tell me now. Be honest. I am from Africa. I don't know what a dollar horse is. But understand what this concept was. Listedom gave me this keyword. Okay, ChatGPT, what is a dollar horse? Meantime, it's Scandinavian, and I think it's a Norwegian type of horse, not like the Western horse. It's just like a different vibe of a horse. So I looked at images and I checked Etsy. It's not something that's searched. That bundle, that dollar horse bundle, is a repeat seller. because of the 15-minute rule, the 15 minutes go and see what is whatever. I never knew what the dollar was. Is that product is selling on repeat. Sweden, Norway, and I don't know, those countries, they buy it. I don't get Americans buying those horse bundle. That's the magic of this. Okay. Okay, so you get the point here, right, guys? So look for strong keywords. Look for, let's go, Halloween. Now we're sub-niching like proper, right? Let's go here. Okay, and now it's giving you more information here. T-shirt, Halloween, 2,400. Halloween's not every month, so you're not going to get millions of searches, right? Although the listings will always be added. Yeah, you can always change the keyword. Go this way, T-shirt, Halloween. Can you see? Can you see the strength of that keyword? Because I just did a dash. T-shirt, Halloween, 18,000 people. It's still a lot better than what we had before. So anyway, we're gonna go Halloween. I don't even know why we're talking Halloween. There's no prompts. I haven't prepared any prompts. And then it will. This is what you look out for. Popular now, but it's too late. In all honesty, it's too late. Just apply this into other holidays. This is too late. Stay away from this Jason stuff and Freddy Krueger stuff. Look at this. Look at this. Look how cute this is. Easily can be done in Canva. So your inspiration will come from Pinterest. It will come from, I'm not going to log into Pinterest now. I've done this in previous videos. But use Etsy, use TikTok, use social media, see what's happening out there. You can use also AI Prompt Heaven, the monthly membership, because I load it with prompts. These ones you can easily do with the help of ChatGPT. There's no IP protection here, etc., and so on and so forth. Okay, so just look for the ones where look how nice this is. And I'm just going to go to ChatGPT and write some prompts. Okay, and then we can just go to, I'll show you how to create the t-shirt designs in Artistly. So typically, guys, what I would do is I would go here. If it's not the method that I showed you guys last week with the AI agent, so you need a ChatGPT license for that, right? I would do this, and I would just screen grab what I see in front of me, and I'll take it to ChatGPT. Okay, I'll just do this. And then I'll just give it an instruction to avoid IP protected designs, right? This is organic. I'm going to call it organic. This is like original. That's original. This is, stay away from this stuff. That's original. And then I'll just ask for similar prompts. Now, this is not available all over. It's in the Digital Product Bootcamp. I use this one. You don't have to use this. You can use anything else, any other GPT. And I'm just going to use the last one. Okay, I'm just going to do one more, and then I'll ask ChatGPT to give me some prompts based on what it's seen. Like, stay away from this stuff. This is the M&M stuff. Friends. This is all friends. I don't want this stuff. Foul, horror movies. This is not for you to sell. Stay away from that stuff. It's not worth it. And then all I'll say is, hey, I need help with, let's say, 10 prompts to create t-shirts, t-shirt designs in Artistly, right? See images attached for inspiration, but do not copy, plagiarize their designs. Make mine better. All must be on a white background in watercolor art style, Halloween based. And then importantly, some with minimal text, make it funny or cute, right? And some without text. Give me a good variation. And then I'll say, think of glowing elements, traditional Halloween colors, iridescent, I think, iridescent, iridescent designs. And anything else you think will have strong commercial value on Etsy. I would normally just speak it in and dictate this because I don't always like the typing. And I think it covers it. So I need help with 10 prompts to create t-shirt designs in Artistly. See images attached for inspiration, but do not copy plagiarize their design. Make mine better. Avoid any and all IP protected designs such as Freddy Krueger, Jason, I don't know, Friends, etc. All must be on a white background in a watercolor art style, Halloween base. Some with minimal text, make it funny, cute, and some without. Give me a good variation. Think of glowing elements, traditional Halloween colors, iridescent designs, and anything else you think will have a strong commercial value on Etsy. Okay, so you're setting it up to think like as a business person, and you're not just asking for basic prompts. You ask basic things, you'll get basic prompts, you'll get basic designs. I don't like the structure of these prompts. Please, can you narrate it in a paragraph? Do not structure it as per above. I don't like that structure because it's not going to be easy to copy and paste to. I'm just going to split my two screens, this one and this one, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it here. You guys know the functionality of Artistly. A lot of you are members of Artistly, right? So I'm not going to go into all of it, but I'm just going to stay here by AI Art Illustrator just to copy and paste these prompts, right? Then I'll show you another way in Artistly. So this is where we want to be because the first one came out so nicely. But feel free to test all of these others. See what they come up with. Look at this now. Look at this. Sir, please don't. I said 10 prompts, not one bulk prompt. Okay, here we go. So copy and paste. This I don't talk a lot here. It's just copy for paste, right? So we can get on with business here. So this way is very, very similar to how we create clip art. Okay. And remember the rule where I tell you just test 3. Make sure you're happy with the first 3. If you don't like it, then don't do the whole 10 and waste your credits and your time and your energy, and everybody's frustrated. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Pumpkin and spice. I can see this on a t-shirt. Clean background. Check the text, pumpkin, spice, and fright delight. That's cute. Okay, let's Frankenstein. For what? For Frankenstein and Boo. I don't know if Frankenstein is IP protected. You'll have to do that homework, right? So a little bit too playful over here for my liking. For a t-shirt, I wouldn't really, this works for me, so I'll go and mock it up. And I'll just ask for this one. This one's too busy. I'll take this one. 4, create a mock-up image of a black, again, t-shirt hanging in a boutique store rail. Professional mock-up image quality. So, okay, that. So this is a bit too playful, more like a clip art vibe. I won't put that on a t-shirt, but I like this. So since it's given me this, I'll maybe continue and see what the rest of the prompts are. Okay. Joyce asked, do you mix POD with clip art in the same store? So that's a hybrid store. Print on demand with digital stores is called a hybrid store. There are people that's doing it. Check out Bailey Van. She's doing a whole, or she did a whole follow me. She sets up this whole hybrid store. I'm not doing that. I'm not, it can be done. Short answer, yes. I can't give guidance on it. Nancy, which prompt is that? The initial prompt. Okay, yes, I can do this. Just add to this prompt. What did I miss the first time? I'll just ask it to write it in a paragraph. You saw how it did the whole. I don't like that style, visual, text, color palette, and all that. I just wanted to speak to an AI. So just add to that prompt. Write it in a paragraph times 10. I didn't like this. I think 4. Number 5 is the next one. Okay, let's look at our mock-up, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this mock-up. What do you think of this mock-up? That's a store. That's hanging on a rail, boutique store. I think it's cute. And I like the quote. I think it's cute. Rochelle says she loves it. Let's go. These ones, again, this is not going to work for me, but I'm going to go back to the slides. I'm going to take that prompt and I'm going to scale that into this one. I'm going to scale this into Halloween. Check what I do, guys. So you use because we know the palm tree thing worked. And I like the output. So this is maybe a good prompt. What you can do is you can paste this prompt and then you say, hey, use the structure of the above prompt and scale it into a Halloween themed design. 50-50 with funny text and the rest without. Okay, give me 10 prompts. I think it came out nice, Rochelle, this mock-up. This is a different mock-up now. And look how it cleans the image. Nicely cleaned. On closer inspection, you'll probably have to do more cleaning, but I think that's such a cool feature. Let's do this one. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So did you see what I did? I used the prompt that was working, which was on the slides. And I used the structure of that prompt to create something similar to that vibe, but I put it into Halloween. You can use that same base prompt and you can scale it into Christmas if you want that same vibe. I didn't come with prompts, as I've mentioned, when I like this creep it real. I didn't have to think about it. So I'm going to copy that prompt for you guys. You see, I use, just use what's working. Don't try and regenerate like whatever. The problem also with these ones, it's more for a clip art, whatever. So it's not working. This is a lucky shot. This is a lucky shot, right? And then I'm going to, I also changed it from the watercolor digital inspired and I took it to actual watercolor. This can also work. This is so cute, corny but cute, corny but cute. And maybe the watercolor is a better output. Okay, let's do paste. Let me know if you guys want me to drop these prompts, all of these prompts in Facebook, because I think you can just take it to different generators. Let's see. Oh. Too girl for school. Too cool. Supposed to be too cool for school. Okay. So, yeah. Some of these scary ones can work on a t-shirt, and that's why I want to do the mock-up so that you guys can just see. It might not give you the same effect by looking at the image, but just by creating a mock-up, it gives you this one. I'm always so confused. I hope they're gonna sort out what positively spooky. Let's go for create a mock-up image of a toddler girl in a white dress with a happy, with a party hat on. Let's just say, no, with a Halloween hat on, right? You get to see it in the mock-up a little bit better than what the image looks like. Yeah, this obviously I won't use. It doesn't make sense for t-shirt, but this is funny. The moment you get that and the wording is clear, and it's, you can read it. The moment something makes you laugh or smile or whatever, makes you think about something, that's something you can work with. Okay, let's go to mock-up again. Let's go for Loretta. So ChatGPT on this right-hand side, it's part, you see, it's part of this prompt structure here. And I asked it to give me 50 out of 50 funny text quotes. And half of it I want without. So I'll paste it for you. Yeah, that is the instruction of the prompt. What was the mock-up prompt you used? The hanging, oh, okay. The hanging mock-up was just, sometimes Artistly does this, very annoying. It doesn't put my image on the girl's dress. The moment you start asking Artistly too many things, guys, for the mock-up, because I asked for a hat and I asked for all sorts of things, right? And they are so cute. I wish that he just put the print there. But let's try again. Which one was it? This one. Did we say this one? Yeah. I'm going to go again for, and I'm going to say a mock-up image of a toddler girl wearing a white dress. So I'm not going to do the cap and the hat and all of that to see if it will apply this one. Mary saying, yes, please. Okay, I'll get it up by tomorrow. I don't want to paste it here in the chats. I'll put it on the PDF file section. Again, I didn't grasp my prompt. Have you guys noticed if you ask artistry for a t-shirt or you ask artistry for a cup or a mug or whatever, but when you start asking things outside of the norm, I feel like it struggles. Like none of these images has got my design. So now I'm going to try a t-shirt. T-shirt. This is the third time now. T-shirt. And remember last week where I told you, look at what they say, photo of a woman wearing a t-shirt. T-shirt has a logo on it. This is how their system thinks. So I'm going to say photo with a toddler. I don't know if toddler is the issue. Let's go with this. Photo with a woman wearing a white t-shirt. Apply this image on the front section of the mockup image. Let's see. Do 4. Okay. The hanging mockup prompt. Let me get that for you. Here we go. That was the basic prompt that I used. Yeah. Can you guys see? This is my thinking of artistry. The moment you ask for basic stuff, t-shirt, notebook, whatever, mug, it gets it. I'm asking for a toddler. So I don't know if the word toddler is not in the vote. I don't know. This is just been my experience. The moment you ask for something sometimes out of the norm, it doesn't give you what you want. T-shirt, it gets. Mug, it gets. Cap, it gets. So you'll just have to play with it. I really wanted to see this one with the image on. I'm going to take you guys to the other ways how to make t-shirt designs in Artistly. Quite cool ways, actually. I'm not going to need ChatGPT for this. I will put this all on a PDF for you, if not today, by tomorrow. And let me just show you. This is what it came out. That's awesome. Cat lovers. So you mash here. Cat lovers. You speak to cat lovers, and you're speaking to Halloween people that celebrate Halloween. Right? There you go. Let's go to another section in two ways to create t-shirt designs in Artistly. I don't need ChatGPT for this, so I'm just going to make my screen bigger. You can go to AI Image Designer over here. Then you can go to T-shirt designs over here. Click on it. And here you've got some templates, which is going to help with speeding up the process. So if you like anything, can you guys see the palm trees again? It's just a thing. The Kittle's ideogram, that's all over, right? So let's say all these templates is what you like. They've got a nice range here. You can click, go through it. Inner harmony. If you like inner harmony, if you like palm trees again, can you guys see the palm trees? So it's all over, right? So this is to give you an idea. They've done some research here. You can see, I think, some Amazon t-shirts, and they've really gone a bit extra. So the idea here is to take what you see in front of you, not to change a lot, maybe colors, text, obviously, but to keep to this output. So we're going to go into one now. Let's see. I think I want to go back here. Let's say believe in yourself. Now, I'm not this person, right? I understand that there's people out there who does this believe in yourself vibe, and it's a big niche and self, me, whatever. In my personal life, I don't apply this, but there are people who are into this niche. I don't know, new age spirituality and believing in yourself, methodologies, and whatever. So if this is your thing and you're happy with what this looks like, you don't want to change much here, right? You use that prompt as it is here. And let's say you're like in this feminine boss babe, whatever. You just want to change this. You can go, let's say boss babe, boss babe, or independent you, or whatever it is you want to say. And then you can say boss babe, let's say boss babe, Lucille. You don't change anything else. You can choose your 4 and you can leave the ratio as is, or you can go to that ratio that I gave you guys earlier, which is close to this, I think. Okay. Now, just to recap, you saw the template. You're happy with this. You know your market. You know your audience. You know it's young people. They love pink or whatever the case may be. You're happy with that. You can do some subtle other changes here. I'm just looking at the time. It's not a lot of time left. You can change the colors, but let's say I just want to change the wording. Click on generate. These are like pre-filled in templates. Oh, look at this cutie. Such a handsome. I'm sorry it didn't work out, man. This came out nicely. Can you see? Can you see the quick? You didn't have to think about it. Boss babe. Lucille. Boss babe. Lucille in yourself. Boss babe in yourself. Let's go back. Did I leave the in yourself bit there still? Let's go back to t-shirt design. We're still here. Let's go here. Okay. Actually, let's go to my designs. Yes. Affirmation, self-help. Yes. Then I can just tweak the regeneration. Then take the, I should have taken this out. The rest, let's say we want to leave it as is. And there we go. And see how quickly you could change a template that's already working, and you can just do minimal edits. I should have taken the in yourself out, but I didn't. And then you can just go and do your mock-up and choose the one that you want. I like this one for a mock-up image of a mug, coffee mug. I hope, let's say, ceramic coffee mug on a desk. Okay, let's just go with something simple. So that's the one way. So you can basically just take a template from Artistly's library and then go back there, t-shirt, even this one. A soft, the prompt is there, it's working, and then just look at the text. That's the magic of new beginnings. Let's say Happy Mother's Day. Okay. For generate. Yeah, again, something that Artistly needs. We've asked about this. This is not what our mugs look like. And I've tried different ways, but just to give you an idea. That's what the mug looks like, and that's with your logo or whatever you're saying, your affirmation. Then go to, since we're talking t-shirts, I'm just going to keep it to t-shirts. I think who was asking, Nancy or Rochelle earlier, the railing was just create a mock-up image of a t-shirt hanging in a boutique store, professional mock-up image. Okay. Okay, Happy Mother's Day. I've changed the text. So that's another way that you can do it. And then let me take you to the second way that I know on Artistly. So we first did it here, AI image designer, you go to t-shirt, then you go to AI design agent, and you go to t-shirt design. And here it's slightly different. The setup is slightly different, right? So they've got a preloaded picker list of categories. So let's say you want to go with funny. Let's go funny. You can go up to 10 images here. So I want to create a funny t-shirt design. And then I'm just going to zone into my target audience. It gives you some sort of idea. Retired men, cat lovers, Gen Zs, teachers. I'm going to say single moms, or whatever niche target you want to go for, right? I've already explained that I wanted funny, I want 10, and I want single moms. Okay. Because it's 10 images, it takes slightly longer, and they actually do tell you here. Okay. Here we go. There's it hanging in your store, in your virtual store, Boss Babe Lucille. Positive affirmation, independent woman, feminine stuff, whatever. That is very popular out there. So I just wanted to elaborate on how you can quickly change if that's your thing. Then we can go to the rest. I think it's quite cute actually. This you can put on a notebook cover. So just mock it up again, put it on a notebook, and I'll just refresh over here. This is single moms. Chaos coordinator. Hot mess mama. Queen of everything, right? Single mom. So you do everything. Okay. Single mom hustle. You didn't have to think about it. You didn't have to think about funny, quirky things. The system is connecting the audience with the whatever niche, and it's coming up with some amazing quotes. Now, if nothing else, you at least have funny quotes here. Queen of everything. That's awesome. My superpower, mom. That's quite funny. Single mom hustle. I like that. Adulting, I parent. Tired but thriving. I got this. Best mom ever. Don't you guys just love the fact that Artistly gives you all of this? Okay. Then you can now go and copy this prompt and just tweak it a little bit better because I like that whole best mom ever, right? Copy. So let's go to, let's see that. You can go to Art Illustrator. Let's see if this will work. Or actually a sticker design. You can go to sticker design. A sweet and affirming t-shirt is, okay, take out t-shirt, guys. Never ever put t-shirt because it'll give you the whole t-shirt. Just saying design, just say create affirming design featuring the phrase best mom ever in a cheerful rounded font. A heart icon is integrated into the word mom, replacing the letter O. The text is bright pink color with a white outline. I want all of that, making it pop against a light gray t-shirt. No, I don't want that. Outline on a white background. Full stop. Take out t-shirt, anything. The moment you leave t-shirt in, it's going to give you a t-shirt. This is a perfect shirt for single moms. No, I don't want that. And then I want 4 generations. Okay, while we do that one, let's do another one. Queen of everything, single mom hustle. I like this. So I'll just copy it. And I'll maybe go to my sticker design. Stickers. So yeah, AI image designer, and then you go to stickers. Why does it do this and select everything? Stickers over here. AI image designer, stickers. Okay, I like this one. Do 4 and then generate. Oh, okay. Let's go here. Not exactly the same, but it's giving you some sort of idea when you start with over here and you go to t-shirts. Yeah. It gives you 10 funny quotes. You can then tweak those quotes and take it into, or you can even still take the image as is and take it to Photoshop or Canva or whatever. If you don't want to recreate the whole like this. Okay. If you don't want to recreate, you can just remove all of that or take it to your editing software and then just remove the t-shirt. I don't know how you can do it in Artistly. And then you've still got your image and you can use your image on your t-shirt design. This one is easy. You can mock that up easy on a black t-shirt. Go to, yeah. Because there's no t-shirt attached. This is also one you can use on a t-shirt, but these ones you can either remove them or you can try and recreate them. That's my point. Okay, 4. Single mom hustle. Yeah, if you can't recreate it, it will take some time for me to recreate it, finding out which tool to use. I would just take it to Canva, take all of this to Canva and just separate the two and have the I got this or the best mom ever as it is, and then use that for your image, upscale it, and then mock it up and take it to Etsy. So this is the mom or the lady in a messy bun, which is what I asked for, with a black t-shirt. There you go. So those are all my tricks in my hat. Please ask me. Oh, Doreen's giving us a great tip here, guys. Doreen's saying you can remove t-shirt in Human Stylizer or the photo editor in Artistly. Yeah, which is the advanced Artistly tool. For me personally, it's quick in Canva because I've got years of Canva experience. But if you don't have Canva, you can do it. Thank you, Doreen. And that's my point here is if you get it like this, you can use this. This you can't use on a t-shirt. You have to do the steps that Doreen suggested now, or Canva as I suggested. These can work. These can work. You can take it straight to mockup and straight to adding it to your mockup. Okay, and then just doing the quality checks and getting it onto Etsy. Are there any questions, guys? Those are all the tricks I can show you and that I know about how to mock up, how to create t-shirt designs in Artistly. You can use the normal way, AI Art Illustrator. And then I've showed you 2 ways here, AI Image Designer, AI Design Agents, and use Etsy for your inspiration to find out what's trending, what's the colors, what I should go for. Get your prompts right. It all starts with the prompt. And then take your prompt into your software of choice. In this case, it was Artistly. And then you get your t-shirts in your store. And that's it. Let's see what else is there that I can share with you. Yeah, I'm innocent, Doreen. I'm innocent. Okay, so I think we've covered pretty much anything. I don't see questions in the Facebook group. Next week is the last session, guys. It's the last session next week, which is number 8. Yeah, so next week is the last session. It's just going to be a quick overview of bringing everything together. So if you're a beginner and you want to know how Artistly can work for you, I'll take you through different sections of the systems. We've basically segmented each of the issues that you voted for in the Facebook group. We've segmented them and we've made a weekly thing about it. Next week, you can come and bring your questions as designers, as newbies, as new to Artistly. I'll take you to different places in the system, not so in depth, but more just to quickly show you this is how you create a junk journal, whatever. If you've got any questions during the live, you can bring it along, and that will basically wrap up our 8-week process of Artistly. Okay. So also, before we go, I've got 2 paid programs. You are welcome to join the Facebook group, Facebook community, like-minded people. We talk whole day, everyday designs. We share our AI designs with each other. We share prompts with each other, feedback on stores, new stores, my first listing, my first sale. And we're just a bunch of people that's growing all in the same direction, right? So we learn together, we grow together, we connect with others, and we succeed and we support each other. That's free. If you want more support than that, you can join AI Prompt Heaven. It's a monthly membership. It's $9. I'm going to increase the price as of the 20th. So if you get in on $9, you will pay that. Your price won't change. I'm also changing the lifetime option, which is currently still available on the website. But also from the 20th, I will be deactivating that. And then I'm only going to do it a couple of times during the year. So go check out AI Prompt Heaven. If you are new and you don't know where to start and you really are tired of going to all sorts of sections on like YouTube and you don't know what to listen to and you just want a centralized course of A to Z, how do I list? How do I find products that's in demand? How do I do SEO keyword research? How do I create a mock-up from scratch? I show you 10 different products. I show you how I design products that I have sold or currently selling on Etsy. So you can just shadow and basically ask me questions. If there's any questions, let us know in the community. And I take you through 10 products. And it's ever evolving. So if I find new software, I'm going to add it to the bootcamp. If I find new ways of doing things better, I'll just keep on updating it. That is $49 once off. If you are an AI Prompt Heaven member and you want to join the bootcamp, there's a 20% discount. Just reach out to me. But otherwise, it's $49. So those are the 2 paid memberships that I have. And if you're interested, just reach out to us, me. And I'll be happy to help. I don't see any questions, guys. Okay, Mary is away next week. Wherever you will be, Mary, be safe. Enjoy yourself. I don't see any questions in the Zoom. Yeah, thank you, Nancy. You too. Have an awesome day. I think I did a good job. There's no questions. Thank you very much for being here and for and for being here part of this conversation. I know you guys can do a whole lot of other things. I've just been reminded. Have you guys seen my clone? Anybody seen my clone on Facebook? Okay, so this is my clone, and I'm busy building something that, if you are interested, it's called CCC or Content Clone Community. And I'm basically cloning myself so that I don't have to do a lot of the I don't have to do a lot of FaceTime, whatever. So I'm busy building a community which I'll launch on the 15th of November, roughly speaking. And this is not me. This is AI, people. AI. And I'm going to be teaching people how to clone themselves so that they can use their clones to mock up the images and do all sorts of things on social media, right? If you are interested, there is a link. Please join the early bird. As long as you're on that early bird list, you will be entitled to a discount if you are on the list. And then first 100 people after that, you will be full price, right? Okay, so basically the clone you don't ever have to do photo shoots. I don't have to do any of these photo shoots. I don't have to travel anywhere. I don't have to do makeup. I can clone myself and do all things. I can walk, I can talk, I can dance, I can speak, I can do videos, I can be in different countries on the same day. And if this is something that interests you, please, like I said, Doreen will drop the link, and it's coming. It's really coming. And it's a lot of people that signed up already, and it's going to be in school. So it's like the school platform. But that's basically what it is in a nutshell. I'm having so much fun, and I can't wait to share it with people who are interested. I don't like photos. I don't like photo shoots. I think it's a lot of extra, a lot. So I'm having a lot of fun with cloning myself and making it do all sorts of things. Okay. I don't know. Okay, she already dropped it. Thank you. That's my story, guys. I hope I've helped you. If you've got questions further to this, let me know. Reach out to me, send me an email. You will probably not hear from me today, but I will get on my emails tomorrow. So, Tracy, you are welcome. Joyce, you are most welcome. Loretta, thanks for joining. And Rochelle, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys, so much. I really appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And again, reach out to me in the group. If not today, I'll chat to you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.